My mama always told me if you the only birthday candle at the birthday party, 9 times out of 10 you ain't there for the party and you there as the present. Huh? My mama always told me if you the only birthday candle at the birthday party, you not there for the birthday party, you there to be the present. Huh? Nolan Wells and this whole entire thing down there in Mississippi look fishy. One of the boys' mama is a judge down there. Don't nobody know what happened. Now all of a sudden, a body's been found to presume to be his. His mama, Nolan Wells, is online saying she want answers, which means she crying out to the world because she don't believe nothing Mississippi say, which she shouldn't. I want to hear what's going on because it's moving a little too slow for me. The people who investigate this whole thing saying that there's no way possible he could have made it to inside of the island because it's cactus and stuff everywhere. So what really happened to Nolan? That's all we want to know. I'm not going to cover this like I know everything. I want to hear y'all speak this time, okay? Because apparently the other way don't work when we just take what y'all say on y'all news outlets. We want to know what happened from y'all. Instead of all of us making posts on, y'all go live and say what happened. Put them boys on camera. Let us look at them. Let us be the judge of character on this one. Sidebar. I done already goddamn judged them. Y'all guilty. I don't give a damn. My baby leave the house and he don't come back and it was all white friends. Guilty. Undertaker commit the bodies. I digress. Nolan Wells has went missing. Body found. Parents want to know what's going on in Mississippi. If you ain't know what was going on, you know now. He went missing 4th of July weekend. He was with his friends. And he was the only birthday candle. I'm just here to bring you the news.
These are Nolan Wells' friends that didn't remember anything, but they remembered to deactivate every single social media account that they have. Them, his girlfriend, their parents, all the accounts deactivated and wiped clean. All of them. Jax, Eric, Wyatt, Warren, Morgan, jail. Jail for everyone. Because you know, they're already circling the wagons. They're already lawyered up. But wait, their parents are doctors, lawyers, and judges. This is the father of one of his friends. And this is the stepmama, Ashley Cole, court judge for Jackson, George, and Greene counties in the beautiful state of Mississippi, has already deactivated her account. Deactivated all the accounts, and they have all unfollowed Nolan. And this is Katie, who's either a friend, close friend, or girlfriend, who is supposedly, allegedly cooperating with authorities because all the other friends are lawyered up and circling the wagons and not helpful and not talking. The doctors and the lawyers and the judges' parents of these 5 have said that they would like privacy, please, at this time. But you know what? Name them publicly. No privacy and no peace for Eli, also known as Jax, Eric, Wyatt, Warren, and Morgan. What happened to Nolan? What did you do to Nolan? His phone came back safe, but he didn't? Why were y'all arguing just minutes before he was reported missing? And y'all were continuing to party late into the evening. Other boats that were docked and parked next to yours saw y'all. But Nolan was missing. We're going to find out. The truth shall come to light.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Millions of people are talking about Nolan's death. And it's not just because it's heartbreaking. It's because so many people believe there are still unanswered questions. Today, let's look at why this case has sprung such a powerful reaction across America. Guys, here is the video. Remember, the credit goes to the director of the video. I'll be back.
So now they have found 18-year-old Nolan Wells' body after he went missing July 4th while he was out with his friends. And I know I'm not the only one that remembers Miss Tamla over in Georgia, Miss Horsford, the black lady that went to her friend's house for a girls' night and adult sleepover, and the very next day they found her body right outside the house, and nobody at this sleepover knew what happened to Miss Tamla to this day. The Forsyth, Georgia Sheriff Department ruled it accidental. Yeah, y'all remember that? You see, because our bodies are disposable to these people. And I would love to see that they investigate what happened to Nolan. He had his whole life ahead of him. And somebody, just like somebody at that sleepover knew what happened, somebody knows what happened to him. Right. I don't play those type of games with my friends. Whether we are going to brunch or across the world to Bali, whether we are going to the club or to a concert, we came together, we leave together. That's law. I hope you all understand what this means because I do.
I'm not buying the we thought he caught another ride BS. I'm not doing it. He came with y'all, he should have left with y'all. Y'all also had his phone too, so make that make sense. Of course, here comes people saying, oh, it's not about race. No, but it is. Why is it the fact that the one black teen that went out with a whole bunch of white boys is the only one to show up deceased? Y'all not gonna like this one, but being the only black person in a group full of white people or whatever the race is not always the smartest or safest choice. For these white friends of his to say that they don't know what happened to him and they can't remember is a little off-putting. They were not looking out for their so-called friend, and it shows. Hence why I'm not believing anything that they're saying. I'm not buying anything that they're selling. Nolan deserved to be home safe and sound, just like his so-called friends got to be able to be home safe and sound. Prayers out to his family. I really hope they get some answers because
one of their mamas is a local judge. One of their moms is a local judge. We knew when we saw the picture of him and his friends and that he was missing, we already knew. We already knew what happened to him. Okay? Now the mom, one of the moms is a local judge. She gonna do everything she can to protect her son. These kids won't do a day in jail. That whole town, the police, the attorneys, and the judge, they are going to protect those young men, those young white men. They're going to protect them with everything they have, that whole city. And the parents might as well get ready because y'all about to be dealing with a whole bunch of racist shit. Even though y'all son was murdered, y'all about to be dealing with racist shit like y'all did something to them. Get ready. This is America 101. Yep.
So let me get it straight. You and a group of friends plan a trip for the 4th of July. Y'all go to the trip. You guys supposedly have fun. It's time to go home. And the person you came with didn't come back with y'all? No questions asked. Just y'all thought that he caught another ride. And that don't sound suspicious? What's up with all these trips people going on and all of a sudden now somebody not coming back? Somebody not there, somebody unalive. They done found the body, bro. My girl was literally telling me about this last night. And, I was tired, so I woke up this morning. I'm looking into it. And they done found the body already. And the whole thing really, to me, just is not adding up. My condolences to the parents. This is like a heartbreaking situation when your child goes on a trip and they not with you. Because you know that you're going to keep him safe. And waiting on his return and him not coming back, bro, that's sad, man. That's sad, bro. And I don't want to just pinpoint it on the friends. But all I'm going to say is this. If I come with somebody, you not finding another way home. We coming home together, bro. Ain't no finding another way home. It's never gonna be that. We stick together. We stay together, bro. Ain't no getting lost. Ain't no wandering off. None of that. We somewhere that we not from. Ain't no hanging out. Ain't no going off on your own, bro. You staying with us. But something ain't right here, man.
The reaction online. And one thing is clear. People want answers. Many people have pointed to things they find unusual, while others are arguing everyone to wait for the investigation. Both reactions can exist at the same time. It's okay to ask questions. It's also important to let investigators to do their work. What we should all what we should all want is complete transparency investigation that give Nolan's family the answers they deserve. Let's keep watching the clip.
Nolan Xavier Wells is an 18-year-old college student. He went missing on the 4th of July after partying with his friends on Horn Island, and there have been so many questions, speculation, and how did this happen? Things are slowly starting to make sense, so we're just gonna talk about it. I'm very scatterbrained, so I'm trying to get all of the thoughts out. It's just, there's a lot of moving pieces. This right here is Katie McCormick. Katie McCormick is one of the people that was around Nolan on the 4th of July. I've been reading a lot of comments on Facebook, and all of these comments are from people that know them. They either know Nolan, Katie, one of the boys, a mixture. Yeah, as we know, people say a ton of things on the internet, so I just want to make sure before I put things out that I actually believe this to be true, because I don't want to share anything that is, unhelpful, messy, disrespectful family, anything like that. There are a lot of posts saying that Katie is his girlfriend. That's not true. Many people that were there that day have stated that Katie and Nolan met on that day. They met on that day. Nolan came with his people. Katie came with her own people. They met because it was this huge party that was happening in the water. This is a comment on Facebook from Ashton. Ashton knows Katie personally. I'm going to let y'all pause and read. What Ashton is saying is that Katie is a genuine and sincere person, that she hasn't really played a part in this, did not meet him until that day. Ashton continued, if anything, everyone needs to be questioning the friends and definitely not Katie. I personally sense genuinity behind this comment. I looked at their page. They seem to actually know each other. This is another person who knows Katie personally. She said, I know Katie since she was in 4th grade, and her story is literally the only one that hasn't changed. Now that line kind of sat with me. The only one that hasn't changed. So whose story changed? Then she asked, who was on the boat with her that can back her up and vouch that she was with them the whole time. Grace goes on and says that Katie has made a full statement to police and Nolan's mom, and he didn't see him physically get back on the boat, but she saw his friends telling him to get on the boat, but everybody was in the water. And I've seen videos, there was a lot of people. I'm sure she doesn't know the exact time, but what I do know is Katie's story is the only one who hasn't changed at all this time. She told the cops and the mom the same thing. So she reiterated the fact that her story hasn't changed. So whose story has changed? I found this very interesting. And again, this is somebody who personally knows them. Grace goes on and she says, the boys also stated they came back and realized that he didn't ride back with somebody else. They then stated as well too, a different story, is that he stayed behind with Katie. So which one was it? Did he stay behind with Katie? Or was he supposed to be on the boat with y'all and y'all didn't realize that he came back or didn't come back? She goes on, and I found this interesting as well too. Several have said they saw the boys fighting. I've seen that video of the person who was parked next to them, and if you listen to the audio, it sounds like people are fighting. They're like, get on the fucking boat, or it's hard to tell. There's a lot going on, but you can definitely sense a fight is going on. Said several have stated they saw the boys fighting. This would have been after the encounter with Katie. I don't know. This is a lot. I genuinely feel like Katie, because a lot of people on Facebook at least are attacking her. I genuinely feel like, and I could be wrong, this is just my opinion. I feel like Katie is innocent in this. I feel like they most likely met, and it sounds like was somebody jealous or upset that he was talking to this pretty white girl, the black guy, whatever, and he's with a bunch of white men. Was somebody butthurt about that? Because according to the other girl, they started fighting after the encounter with Katie. So what triggered this fight? And also, why are they telling different stories? We got one story is, he got on the boat and we thought he was on the boat, then we realized he wasn't. And then, but the other story is he stayed with Katie, because people are leaving those comments on my Instagram too, is that he stayed with Katie. He insisted on being back there with Katie. But Katie got on the boat with her people. I don't know. And Katie's been consistent with the police and his mother. What do y'all think? Tamla Horsford was at a birthday party, and she was the only person of color amongst her friends. She was a wife and a mother of 5, and she was found dead in her friend's front yard. Her friends told law enforcement that she fell off of the balcony, presumably drunk, and just died. The friends were never formally questioned, and medical examiners ruled it death by suicide. And to this day, Tamla has never received any justice. Nolan Xavier Wells, only 18 years old, went on a boat on the 4th of July with his friends. He was the only person of color within his friend group. Nolan was also the only person to not make it back to land. His friends claim that he just vanished and they don't remember or know anything that happened. But park rangers found Nolan's body on the northern west tip of Horns Island where they were boating. 2 people of color who have suspiciously died while being the only person of color within their friend group. I want to know what really happened on that boat.
This is the exact reason I tell my kids, friend or no friend, you can't trust anybody. How is it possible for a group of friends to go to Mississippi's Horn Island, but when they come back home, they come back without somebody that they went with? And they're gonna say race ain't play a part. You see everybody in this picture right here. Tell me what looks different. Tell me. You had an 18-year-old accomplished football star, Nolan Wells, goes to Mississippi Horns Island with his friends on the 4th of July, and then he turns up missing. Mind you, all of his friends make it home safe. And the person that went with them Nolan Xavier Wells, he's missing. And nobody has nothing to say about that. You have his so-called friends saying that they don't remember anything. They don't remember seeing what happened to him. Mind you, they have pictures on the boat. Mind you, they have pictures together. But nobody knows what happened to him. Now you got the Coast Guard, sheriff deputies, Marine units, and multiple agencies searching for him right now. They're searching the waters, searching surrounding areas, trying to figure out what happened. They're also saying that the last time he was seen with a team. They're also saying that they found his phone, but they didn't find him. What team do you know right now would leave his phone behind? Tell me that. But you see how all of this sounds? This is why disappearances like this and places like this always leave people questioning. If you spend time looking into missing person cases like this, then you already know what may be the outcome. Do you understand how this young man's parents has to feel? They just want their kid back. We definitely need to spread the word about this. We need some answers. This should
grow when people feel there are unanswered questions, whether you are black, white, or from any other background. Many people are saying the same thing. They want the truth. If the investigation clears people, then the evidence should show that. If it's uncovered something else, then the evidence should show that too. That's why it's so important not to rush to conclusions while also not dismissing legitimate questions. That's true. So let's just keep watching.
So they found his body. They found Nolan's body, right? And they also stated that he was found along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, right? This is the same shit that happens all the time, which is crazy as fuck, y'all. They say the friend also had his phone, brought the family back his phone. How the fuck you got the man's phone and y'all don't know what happened to him? That makes no sense, bro. And then the friends are relatives with the judge. It's just so many different things that's always coinciding. It's never a fucking coincidence. Don't ever in your life think this shit is a coincidence. All of this shit is happening for a reason, you know? And they want that rage from us, like I said to y'all before, bro. They act like they so fucking clueless. But when everybody gets up and say fuck the police and say fuck the FBI and fuck all y'all, you know, we handling our shit on our own, y'all gonna be mad as fuck, bro. They're willing to arrest you for solving shit that they're getting paid to do. How many fucking times have people been lynched? Or people been going outside with their fucking friends and not being found ever again? How many times is it going to keep on happening? Now you have a teenager whose life is gone. These 3 white little boys went home to their fucking families. And then brought back just his phone, nobody, no story on what happened to these people's son, and he was found in y'all telling me they ain't dumped this little boy over the fucking man, and y'all seen the woman who literally was rowing with her family, right? And then they had literally stopped them and got the little boy when he was finna get left in the fucking water with his friends. So this shit happens over and over again, bro. And it's fucked up, man. To his family, my condolences, bro. You know, and I hope that y'all get the real justice that y'all fucking deserve. Them little boys shouldn't be walking and talking no fucking more. That's just what it is. I don't give no fuck. Y'all can't even give me no answer what happened to my son, bro, my family, bro. Hey, things are different. It's 2026. They want that rage, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to give it to them.
You must live in the world in what it is, not in what it should be. Period, point blank. Now, Nolan Xavier Wells should have been able to hang out with his friends on the 4th of July on a boat going to an island in Mississippi. But in the world in which it is, you can't let him go on a boat and be the only black child on that fucking boat. I'm sorry. It's hard for, how many times have we seen this? How many times have we seen this situation? Y'all remember that black lady that went to that sleepover or whatever the fuck that was? And I think it was Georgia. And they took that creepy, eerie picture, and then she turned up, you know what I'm saying, dead the next day. Husband worked for like the FBI, some crazy ass shit like that, covered it up. Like how many times have we seen these situations and instances when the token black motherfucker ends up gone, ends up missing, ends up dead? And y'all continue to do this shit. Like, it's hard for me to find sympathy in this situation. And this is a failure upon his mother. She failed this boy. She failed this boy. Like, I just, like, this is something he should have been taught. This is something he should know as an 18-year-old about to go off into adulthood. His mother should have taught him this. His black mother should have taught him this, but no. Because he's an athlete, he hangs around. Bro, you can't do this. I'm sorry. I know we don't like to see color and we like to believe it. You cannot allow your children, your little black children, to be in these. It's one thing if there's a mixed group of friends. Your child, any black, but you cannot be the only black person in the group. That's just not safe by any means. Sorry, it's not. I don't care how long you know these motherfucking white folks. I don't care how many beers you done chug with them, how many stories you done. You cannot be around, because when push come to shove, 9 times out of 10, even if they are a quote-unquote good white person, when they get around them mothers, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to stand up for you. They're not going to defend you. They're not going to look out for you. When the rubber meets the road, they're going to fold 9 times out of 10. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes. They can come around us and be the only white person and walk out perfectly fine. We do not get to, we oftentimes are not allowed to go into their spaces and end up, because I guarantee you, 9 times a girl was probably involved, jealousy was involved, all type of shit. But maybe he just got lost out there in the island, he in the woods somewhere, just stranded. Hopefully that's the case, but probably not. Like I just talked about this, where we have to equip our young black boys specifically with how to navigate this shit, how to navigate the world, how to navigate, you know what I'm saying, or quote unquote play the game. You gotta be smart, bruh. Because we don't get the luxury, unfortunately, of taking L's and half stepping and bullshit through. You have to be tactical. You have to be precise as a black man. It's just the way of the world. I know it's unfair, but that's just what it is. Because one mistake and you could end up like this. Trusting the wrong motherfuckers, you'll end up like this. But this right here is just something that was completely avoidable. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son just wanted to go out for 4th of July to some pool party, little girl or whatever. And I was just like, nah, you can't go, bro. It's 4th of July. People, police gonna be out. Drunk drivers and shit like that. I don't need you out there in the streets. Y'all can hang out on another day, on a Saturday, another pool. You just go over there, swim, whatever. Y'all go to the movies, something. I said, but not today. Not today. I'm not even going out today. And it's just small things like that are the types of things you have to protect your children from. Teach your children how to move.
The goal is justice, transparency, and respect for Nolan and his family. Until more facts are confirmed, let's continue asking thoughtfully questions. Avoid spreading claims we can't verify, and hope the investigation brings clear answers for everyone. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If it's your first time, kindly subscribe. I see your support always. I said again, thank you very much. And remember, this content is for education purpose. Thank you. See you for the next video.